Hello my Fireflies and welcome back to the TheCyanFirefly. It's me, Lyiat, and today we are going to take a look at Ashes of Creation, or more specifically, Ashes of Creation Apocalypse. Now, Ashes of Creation is an MMO that I've been pretty excited about for quite a long time. Before I took my last hiatus, Ashes of Creation was a big passion that I saw. I started making a couple of videos about it, but there wasn't really a whole lot to share with you guys, and there wasn't anything for me to record to demonstrate. There was only what the devs were releasing. Now we have Ashes of Creation Apocalypse in our hands, which is kind of a testing mode. It's a testing bed for the MMO that's supposed to be coming out in 2020. Ashes of Creation Apocalypse is its own product. It's going to be being released to the public very soon. I believe the current date is the 18th, so in a day or so, and everybody will be able to get their hands on this and at least explore some of the world of Ashes of Creation. However, understand that Ashes of Creation Apocalypse is not an MMO, it's a BR mode that's supposed to test a couple of the facets of Ashes of Creation before it comes out, like the active combat system, which is not how the combat in Ashes of Creation itself is going to work. That's going to be a hybrid system, not purely action combat. And it's supposed to be testing some aesthetics and some server backends for them. So really this mode is helping the devs a lot, but you need to understand that it's not representative of the MMO itself. But it is quite a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it. I've been playing with some people and, meeting some people, and it's, just a blast. So I'm going to hop into a game. I'm going to explain things as we go along. Let me just queue up here, and let's have some fun, shall we? Okay, and we are in the lobby. So as you can see, it is kind of a large BR match. The lobby is kind of the pre-area where everybody's just kind of loading in, taking stock of themselves. So there are currently 52 players in game. I do have a 4-man team. There is currently no in-game chat. It's kind of built in and everything's there, but it's not functioning properly. As you can see, there's kind of like little trumpets next to our names, but yeah, it's just not really working. I've had it work in spits and farts, but again, this is an alpha product. I don't expect everything to work. So the goal here is me and my team has to kill all the other players using items that we find across the map. There's various magical trinkets, melee weapons, and all sorts of things that have these special abilities and traits that'll enhance our ability for mass murder. I can do normal attacks, which do drain my stamina bar, or I can do a lunging attack, which gives us some distance. It's those are kind of your two primary options for combat, at least for melee. You also have a dodge roll, which does take some stamina, and once you spend all your stamina, you can't... Oh, match is starting. That is very beautiful. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna start descending from this massive warp tear in the universe, which I believe does have a lore explanation behind it, but I am having some difficulty remembering what that is now. Let's see, my team... I want to go over here. So you spawn on this awesome looking griffin. You can pick multiple skins for these things. As you've noticed when I was looking up, there's a couple of fiery ones. There's a snowy one. There's this awesome black one that I have that I believe is supposed to glow. I don't think the texture on it's completely finished yet. You can see my teammates are spreading out a little bit. That's not good for me, especially considering there's a couple of people headed my way. So I'm going to move down into this crypt area. I'm not sure if anybody's going to be following me that closely. This guy is on my butt. Hey, buddy. And if that's the case, I'm going to go for this house right here. I don't like landing right next to people unless they are on my team, on the simple basis that numbers is kind of your biggest advantage here. Okay, so I need to find some items to fight with. Okay. Alright, let's just get over this fence. Okay, so as you might notice on my HUD, there is a mini-map, and underneath that there is a count of how many players there are, and then the timing for the storm moving in. Now, the storm is a mechanic to kind of push everybody together. It's a large kind of red storm wall that's going to slowly... You just scared the crap out of me, man. It's going to slowly encroach on the rest of the level and kind of push people together, because if you're caught in it, it does deal a considerable amount of damage, and it deals more and more damage to the players that are caught in it as the level goes along. Now, you see here, I've picked up a couple of things. I've picked up a set of armor and a set of boots. Now, though, on top of giving me additional health, those also give me special abilities. The breastplate of polymorph will allow me to become a random object and kind of hide among the foliage. And the icy step boots will leave a trail behind me that'll slow players that get caught in it. Now, you might notice that my teammate there is jumping. He's got some boots of cat's fall, which are also pretty useful. And he's found an enemy. So we're just gonna kill him. And he didn't really have anything good. Well, he's got some catfall boots, which I do like a little bit better than the icy step. So I'm gonna grab those. And a melee weapon. Great Sword of Haste. It's not a great weapon, so I'll just grab this Paladin's Might. I can't say it's not a great weapon. All weapons do have their uses, but there are, of course, you know, preferences and so on and so forth. Now, I don't have a polearm yet, which is something I do normally like to use. Come on, I can't get over this. So some of the terrain is destructible in this. Like these fences, I just didn't swing at it enough. But yeah, let's see. Oh, this area was already looted. Were we already up here? Is this the same area we came down from? Or did we kill the guy that looted this area? And there's Stalker. Okay. So we're not doing that good on the gear department. I've got Boots of Icy Step, and I've got this Bow of Miasma, but I don't have a lot of mana to fire it with. All the ranged weapons do take mana. Some weapons take more mana per shot than others, but the melee weapons don't, and their special abilities also do not take mana. So that is an important thing to recognize, but they are on a cooldown. And the grade of your weapon does determine the length of time a weapon cools down for. So, as you can see, my Paladin's Might here is a common weapon, so it doesn't have a very long... It does have a very long cooldown, but if I were to have, say, a yellow weapon, like my Bow of Miasma, the cooldown is a bit shorter. There's also the thought, I don't know if this has been confirmed or not, that the higher grades do more damage or are better at their job. As you can see, I've swapped out armors to the Invisibility Aegis, which will allow me to turn invisible. I do like that a bit more than the Polymorph. But again, that's a matter of personal preference, and I just saw a guy come flying down this way. So I'm going to advance in that direction. Hopefully, since we are moving in a group and he didn't appear to be, we can get some stuff off of him. Now that storm is moving in again. If I check the map, I can see where it's going to be. So we are not anywhere near where we should be, so we need to kind of hustle. This dash attack is pretty useful for getting some distance, but this is not the best weapon to be doing it with, at least as far as chaining them together goes. So let's hurry along and try to maybe pick up a few things as we're rushing through here. No, catfall boots. And Ray is down. Ray wasn't anywhere near us, I don't believe. Ray is probably that blue dot because the black dot is still moving. Okay, let's proceed. Another important thing to note is that the armor, you may have noticed, also has those classes. I only have common armor equipped right now, so I only have 40 additional health. You can repair armor as you take damage by holding the F1 key. There is a small list of commands to the right-hand side of the screen that kind of show you what exactly you can do. By the way, the recharging weapon is for ranged weapons only. It allows you to refresh the ammo, so to speak, if you have a weapon with a clip like the Nightfall Bow or the Wand of Light. So yes, you do have to reload your ranged weapons, and this is near where our teammate died, so I'm expecting some resistance here. And it looks like some of these doors are opened or smashed. Yeah, they're just opened. So this area has been looted, which is kind of disappointing. So we're not doing good on the gear front. Some catfall boots, which are better than the ones I have on. So now I'm at 55 armor. That's at least going to give me some protection from somebody trying to rush me. I wish I could get a better weapon, though. The Paladin's Might is, it's decent, don't get me wrong, but it's mostly there for ranged protection, because its special ability allows you to summon a shield, which does do physical blocking. It is an object that you can interpose between you and some... okay, I got a staff, which at least gives me some better movement. As you can see with this... Oh, there was some lag. As you can see with this, I can kind of hop forward a lot more easily, because you can chain those attacks together, and it kind of just helps speed you along through the levels. It's the best way to travel, to be frank. My teammate is doing a great job of keeping up with me, which is good. More mana. And I have a Nightfall bow now, which, unlike the Bow of Miasma, does have several shots to a clip. Whoa! Where did that come from? Whoa! Okay. And I just took a hit. So that is the Grimoire of Falling Sky. It is a AoE. It's a book that summons a meteor from the heavens. It's not as good as it used to be. It used to be one of the primary weapons that everybody used, but now it takes a lot longer to fall from the heavens, and it deals a lot less damage than it used to. Alright, so I need to find out where this guy was shooting us from. I took some damage on my armor. I did not take any health damage, so I am not in dire straits. Okay, crossbow of revealing. I'm not very good with this weapon, but it allows me to take a shot on an area and reveal if anybody might be there. That's probably too far away for me to even really see anybody through the wall, but yeah, long distance weapons are not my forte, but a lot of the fighting in this game does happen at range, so it's something you kind of got to deal with. I am much better up close, and this weapon is going to help a lot with that. I much prefer the polearms, the Spirit Piercer and the Life Giver, which is the halberd and spear respectively, or the spear and the halberd in that order. I just saw a shot come oh, yep, somebody's trying to hit us. Where's that coming from? Oh, jeez. Did that... Whoa, where are these shots? Come on, where are you? I'm having trouble seeing you. Ow. Alright, time to repair my armor a bit. So, this tree is our cover right now. I'm having trouble see. Oh, there he is. All right. My armor's good. Come on, buddy. Yeah, see, I'm not the most amazing player at range. So, this is a fun little game that we're playing. There we go. Come on. All right. Go down, buddy. All right. This is not going well for me, but I'm not taking any damage, which is a great thing. Missed that shot. From what I understand, the weapons in this do have travel time. Oh, down. Knocked him. And dead. Okay, where's the other guy? Yeah, stop shooting at me. Okay. Looks like we did okay there. Well, this guy has some terrible aim. Okay, where's my teammate? Come on, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. That storm wall is getting very close. Move. Well, I'm happy with that. That engagement went better than I thought it would. Our teammate... Oh, ow. Ah, shit. So, yep, that's not great for us. I'm down. My teammate has no idea that this guy's coming up with him with the life bringer. Oh, and that's it. Oh, well. I mean, I helped down a couple of people. That was pretty fun. Let's take a look at our stats. So, I got 1 assist. I got 7 hits. My accuracy was very low. Distance traveled, damage to players. So I dished out about as much damage as I took. So all in all, not that bad of a run. I didn't get any kills, and I think overall our team came in 8th place. That's not very clear to me. I'm not sure how it determines what your place is, because I don't think there are 8 other teams currently to resist us. So yeah, that's been your basic game. As you can tell, there's kind of a lot going on here. All the weapons with their unique traits and special abilities. That little darkness cloud that you can do with the Nightfall bow. That's pretty neat. And yeah, so that's Apocalypse gameplay. It's pretty cool. I've been having a lot of fun with it. There is a lot more to this that's currently going on under the hood. Some unimplemented features that they're still currently working on. Like you see, my experience is currently the same. These quests didn't really progress at all, even though I dealt damage with a bow. I did not play with any friends. What did I do here? So I revived a player. That didn't go up at all. That's still at 1. I did heal... no, I didn't actually heal any health, but I did play a match, so training montage didn't go up at all. So those aren't fully done, but the quests are something that they're currently working on. Every week we'll unlock new weekly quests, and they're supposed to be different every single time. I don't believe the quests go away, so you're able to keep on progressing on quests that you have unlocked, which is tied into this whole adventure path deal. Now, what is the adventure path? The adventure path is kind of the ranking system in this game. As you proceed up in the adventure path, you do get more unlockables, like this Vermilion Diamond Cloak and this Cloak and this Hallowed Wand. And these are just skins for weapons that you pick up in the universe. So there's no specific advantage to getting these items other than looking cooler. So it's not exactly a pay to win thing. It's just something neat to get. The legendary path is an additional method of progression that you can pick up. It's a subscription service, I'm not gonna lie. But it's what's allowing them to fund development of the BR mode and continue this public testing so people can continue to get their hands on the game, because this is costing them money to host, and it's just something that's going to allow us as players to continue getting this in-depth look into the game that we're currently getting. Honestly, Intrepid has been the most transparent and visible devs I've seen in a very long time. We know exactly what's being worked on, when it's being worked on. We can see every ounce of progression that they're making on this game as it's coming out. I want this to continue. I want this transparency to continue being released. So drawing as many eyeballs to this BR mode and getting as many people to participate in it as possible is the best way to do that. So if you like what you've seen so far and you like what you continue seeing, you can continue watching this channel. You can watch some other people that do this, like Jalon and DPhantom TV, and just check out what's going on. It is an MMO that's coming out in 2020. It's going to be subscription only. You don't actually have to buy a box or anything like that. So just check it out for yourselves and see what it has to offer. Now, there is a couple of things I glanced over before. I didn't really mention them too much before I started that match. So the first thing I want to show you is the armory. This is the only amount of character customization we have right now. You can swap between a male and female avatar, and you can kind of equip different looks to go into a match with. So say you want this glimmering plate because it's a nice white armor with that gold relief. I can hide the armor itself so you can see what it looks like when you're not wearing armor and just the base outfit, which is kind of nice. You've also got the robes of the Azure Dragon, which is what I personally like because it feels like wizard robes. It's pretty neat. You've got this weathered armor, which is kind of a roguish or ranger armor, which is pretty neat. Nice green color there. But I'm going to stick with my blue robes, which I'm quite fond of. The cosmetics are different hairstyles. I'm not sure how well these are implemented yet. Mostly because... so yeah, it does look like these actually work. But I don't play a female, and I haven't unlocked any male hairstyles, so bully for me. And then you can change the look of different weapons that you pick up in the worlds. Like if I had that halberd, for example, I have a nice, cool, icy blue skin that I particularly like, called the Eldritch Halberd. It doesn't change the properties, but it does change the look. Or I can go with a pyroclastic one, which is also pretty neat. Or I can remove them both and just equip the basic one, which isn't working right now. Let me show you if I can... What does the basic kind of skin look like? So it's not very visible on the wand. So yeah, the short bow. The normal look for these kinds of weapons is kind of like a gold and silver look. It's cool on its own, but sometimes it's nice to get a shiny kind of look. We also have the various griffins you can get, like the Wildfire Griffin, which is this flaming, glowing, cool griffin. There's the Night Hunter Griffin, which is the one I currently have. It's supposed to have some kind of blue glow to it, but it doesn't look like that's been implemented yet. You can also change the barding that they have to get different looks as far as that goes. So you can get this cool, flaming, glowing barding, or the barding of the skies, which is this gold and white relief. There's also the default Griffin, which is what everybody starts with, but I'm going to stick with the Night Hunter and the Midnight Barding because that kind of suits it the best. And there are also emotes, which I have none of. And then there is a shop in which you can buy them with embers. You do get embers as a part of the adventure path. This hasn't been fully implemented yet, so these are not the final prices. Not everything is going to cost you 1 ember. and there are various things that you can buy. The important thing to know about everything that you unlock in the adventure path and everything that you buy in the store, you are going to keep those when the MMO comes out. These are all skins that you are unlocking for the MMO when it comes out. So this is all stuff that you get to keep. It's not just for the BR mode. That's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen another MMO do that, but I like it. I don't think you can unlock everything through the adventure path. I'm pretty sure that there are once-off unique skins that they are going to be implementing to the store that are purchase only, but they haven't displayed any of that yet because this particular feature isn't complete. I'm going to do one more game. I'm going to see if I can get all the way to the end. So I'm going to queue up now, and I will see you in game. Okay, and we're in a second game, and it looks like I have Alpha Soul on my team. Now, Alpha Soul is a guy I have met a couple of times, mostly on the other side of his weapon, so I do have knowledge that he is pretty decent. I have gotten him pretty low before, but I don't think I've beaten him on the simple basis that usually when I encounter him, I'm alone and he's with a team. So it doesn't look like he's with his usual team today. I have to wonder why. Maybe just nobody's interested in playing at the moment, or maybe I got wrapped up in his usual team and I popped in as a solo queuer, which is kind of interesting. But I think he usually runs around with a 4-man stack, so that's kind of neat. Hi, Alpha. You do not look like you are currently paying attention. Alright, but yeah, this should be a pretty good game, assuming he hasn't gone completely AFK. So I like having competent team members. But yeah, it kind of sucks that the in-game chat isn't working right now, because I would have been able to get out of the situation of the previous match. Oh, I also never got to show you this. So yeah, you can summon that shield, and it is a physical block. It will block both melee attacks and ranged attacks. So it's a pretty useful little thing, but it only lasts a certain amount of time. And we're starting. Hopefully Alpha Soul is not completely AFK. Alright, I'm gonna wait for a moment and see where my teammates drop, because I can vouch for their ability to play. So I'm gonna try to stick with them. Alright, Alpha. I'm gonna stick on you then. I don't know exactly where he's going. I think he's trying to descend to the village that's directly under us, which is a very large urban environment. There's a lot of cover to take from ranged weapons, and there's just a lot of places to run into buildings to pick up loot, which is pretty useful, to say the least. I don't know how many people are actually landing near us. Looks like a lot of people have gone that direction. I don't think anybody is landing in this area, so nice pickup there, Alpha. Oh, no, we got some people hovering in, so Alpha and I are going to have to be very careful. Okay, try to go in through this window, and I flubbed that up. I'm stuck on the outside of the building. Now, there is fall damage, so you have to be kind of careful when something like that happens. Okay, this guy is coming in after me. Okay, I got 2 hits on him. I'm out of stamina. Alright, this guy isn't that great. Sorry to say, buddy, but I can't let your teammates get ya, so... Alright. Now that did heal me a bit. When you kill players, they do drop things for you to heal up with. Alright, I got some leg armor, so that's some extra health, and I've got a Spirit Piercer Spear, which does take up more stamina per swing, but it is a much better weapon, to say the least. And I got a Breastplate of the Bulwark, and it's a legendary, so that gave me a full 50 armor, so that's a very good item to have. Just gonna jump across here. Some advanced plays. Jump from window to window in a building. I got a common short bow. Neat. And then a legendary Archmage's Companion. Okay. And you go down. So it looks like there's a health potion here, which is good, but I got the healing off of that, so I don't actually need the health potion. Dance with me, Alpha. No. Okay. So we lost our teammate. That's unfortunate. Breastplate of the Dark Pact. Am I willing to lose armor for the Dark Pact? I don't think so. And we have a Wand of Light. Wand of Light has to be one of my favorite ranged weapons just because it's got such a repeatable spam. Okay. And go down, you bastard! Okay, that's the Bow of Miasma. That's kind of an area poison. Don't want to get caught in that. And you go down. And I am stuck in a darkness field. Okay, I am out of the darkness field. Alright, I need to... Whoa! Okay. Things have gotten a little hectic. I'm gonna heal up. Alpha Soul, are you dead or not? I can't tell. Either way, I need to... Alpha Soul is not dead. I need to armor up. Otherwise, I'm gonna get down really quickly. I hear some fighting going on outside. Okay, can he hold? I don't know how I got that kill. Probably because I downed the guy upstairs. That sounded about right. Oh, shoot. And I'm down. Well, that was a fun game. I'm not sure where Alpha... Oh, there's Alpha. Well, Alpha tried. Unfortunately, we weren't able to stay up to his level of gameplay. Ah, and Alpha's down. So, there you go. That's what happens when you land into a little bit more public area. Obviously, the most coordinated team wins. If we were on kind of a voice chat, we would have been able to, for example, point out where other people are and kind of coordinate a little bit better. As it was when I was healing in the building, I couldn't really tell that my teammate was under attack until it was a little too late. I mean, maybe I could have rushed out there a little bit earlier and changed things, but there was a full 3-man against us where we were kind of scattered and not fully sure what was going on. So that's just kind of the reality. But it is what it is. If you go in with a full group, you should be able to dominate over voice chat and have a lot of, you know, exciting moments. I did get 3 kills, so I'm satisfied with my performance. But yeah, as you can tell, this is fun. I'm enjoying it, and that's kind of just what I wanted to share with you guys. It is something worth checking out. As I said before, the approximate date that this is going to be for public consumption is going to be on the 18th. And no, judging by my schedule as far as releasing goes, this should be coming out on the 17th for you guys to take a look at. And that means it'll be coming out the day after. So do take a look into things if this has tickled your fancy at all. If you like the whole concept of magical BR, or if you just kind of want to get the feel of Ashes of Creation and start following the development, that's cool too. I do have a referral link down below. If you do click on that and sign up through that, it does benefit me in some ways. Any money that you spend on the game, I will get 15% of that value in embers. So if you are interested, I would appreciate it if you use the referral link, but to each their own. And I will be playing the game when it comes out along with Asley, and yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and watch the rest of this match, and then I'll close out. So it looks like the team that I am now watching is not the guys that killed us. It's actually the guys who killed the team that killed us. So I have to wonder who I am following. It'd be neat if I could at least figure out their name. But looks like that's not going to happen. All right. So he's got a staff of the a Archmage staff companion. So that gives him that kind of cone fire burst that you saw earlier, which is a neat little attack. It's also a polearm, so it does give you some significant dashes, which is pretty good. And he's picking up his teammate now. Judging by their reaction speed, I have to imagine that these guys are on mic. They seem pretty well coordinated. Alright, and it looks like they have all 4 team members up, which is definitely a major bonus. Okay, so they've got about 15 seconds before that storm starts zooming in. So they're going to have to move pretty quickly. Well, no, I can see the edge of that white line. So the storm, if you're that close to the edge of the storm, it doesn't really close in that quickly. So they do have some time. Yeah, they've got about 2 minutes to get to that white border. So they're probably good. I can't check the full map right now. It's not going to let me do that. So I kind of just have to rely on the mini map for now. Looks like they're going to push around the outside of the castle. That guy is the guy with the red cloak, so I believe that's his teammate. Though he does seem to be recharging his bow. Maybe his teammate did see somebody. What is your play? I don't see anybody, but that could be any number of things. So he's checking around corners. That Wizard's Tower in the background is one of the coolest structures that they have so far. It's got multiple levels, and each level does have quite a bit of equipment. If you land at the top of that, it does provide you some benefits. It looks like they found some people very far on that shore. I think my draw distance is a little bit too small to see them from here, because I literally can't see what he's shooting at, but he's able to zoom forward a bit. So long distance range battle. Also, that recharging animation is pretty cool, where he just kind of holds it up to the sun and absorbs power. So as you can see, that's the storm. We haven't gotten a good look at it yet, but on the other side of that, it is hell. Forks of red lightning and just damage compounding on your character. It's not a fun time. Don't get caught in the storm. Not unless you have a Dark Pact armor, which allows you to briefly resist the storm. So where are they going? Moonbutt has been killed with a Lifebringer. Guess he took a halberd to the Moonbutt. There's a lot of action going on right now, but unfortunately this guy isn't really seeing it other than some very long-range distant fighting. To be honest, I can't even confirm whether or not he was fighting a guy or if he was just shooting, because nobody was shooting back at him. I have to imagine you wouldn't waste mana like that, but then again, if you have quite a bit of it, then mana's not exactly a rare thing, and if you're getting a lot of kills, you get the mana that the people drop, so couple of arrows, especially from a nightfall blow, because it only costs so little mana. Not exactly a problem. I did see that guy. He is not friendly. Come on, get in some combat. I want some blood, and I'm sure my viewers want some blood too. All three of them. Okay, Fire Frost. So somebody's got one of the grenade launchers, or potion launchers, so to speak, which has a very grenade launcher-like function. You kind of lob these explosive potions long distance. It's very neat. Neat idea. As far as the BR goes, it's not the most effective weapon, but I believe it's more intended for kind of castle sieging when that comes out. As far as Apocalypse goes, there will be 2 more modes once the game is fully released. I believe the first mode that's going to be coming out for play will be a Castle Siege, which is going to be a 50 versus 50 man giant slobber knocker, or 100 versus 100. I don't remember the exact number, but it'll be a large number of players all vying for control over a castle, and there will be siege equipment and siege towers and trebuchets and all that fun stuff. And the last mode, which is due out sometime next year, Q1 or Q2, I believe, is a horde mode where 50 players must join together to fight off an encroaching group of monsters on the castle. The entire thing to take into mind is that this Apocalypse is supposed to tell a story. It's the story of the people who left Verra, the land that the MMO takes place in. So it's a story of kind of the exodus, the escape. The people that you are playing specifically are those who got left behind while the corruption kind of snuck in and played havoc on everybody. What you're seeing now is the breakdown in society, where people killed each other for resources or fell to the corruption and became evil. Whereas the castle is kind of the next stage, where the survivors from the onrushing storm are looking for shelter in one of the last bastions of humanity, so to speak, or elfmanity, or whatever race you happen to be playing. And then the final one is the horde mode, as the corrupted creatures from the storm come wandering in and try to take your castle. So it's a neat little thing that they've got going on here. They've tied it back into their MMO, which is really neat. I do like the intention behind that, and I'm eager to see other things that they're going to be doing with that. One thing I would like to point out, just in case a dev does happen to watch this, is I'm eager to see more things come out of this mode. I want to see more equipment. I want to see the other things that you have in the wings. Like, I know orbs are a thing. I got to play with one in PAX as a mage. I want to see an orb and what kind of... What does that do in game? I know it's a ranged weapon. I kind of want to see what kind of shots it does. I want to see an ability tied to it and what that could do. I just want to see more, because what we have right now is really neat. It's not necessarily all that balanced. Like I said, the halberd is basically the best melee weapon in the game, and if you can take one, I don't see why you would grab anything else. Some of the armor, I mean, the armor is mostly neutral, but as the game goes along, depending on what stage you're in, some are clearly better than others. The Dark Pact is the best at this end game when the storm has completely closed in. So yeah, I maybe some other armors. There was one idea that somebody brought by me just last night. I was talking about this with Danny, was the idea of maybe getting rings or necklaces that have a one-use ability. that you could pop off. It only allows you to use it once, and then it's gone. And give you some kind of like powerful effect. Maybe it could be like a monster coin, and it transforms you into a monster for a minute. And that monster gives you some unique features like the ability to hover and has a powerful claw attack. That might be something kind of cool. Or maybe, I don't know, let me think, what other things could it do? Maybe there could be a blur one that gives you a brief period of invincibility where, you know, your character's kind of blurred out and you get the shots kind of passing through you. That might be a neat one. And my friend, you just completely whiffed that attack. And well done to Destroyed, Toby Warman, Mashing Duck, and Kurik197. You guys have earned your victory today. That was a hard-fought match. So, well done. And I think that's all I have to go over today. I do hope you have enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you are all interested, I will have my referral link for you down below. If you feel like playing and want to jump in, the open beta will be for Ashes of Creation Apocalypse will be very soon. You'll be able to jump in as long as you're signed in on the website, and they will send an invite to you. And I mean, have fun, guys. I'm really enjoying this. I cannot recommend this highly enough. Jump in, have some fun, join the public Discord, and get involved in the community. This is a game that is very promising, and Intrepid is doing a very good job at making sure you know what you're buying into and what you're going to be playing. So just take a look. If you're impressed, it's going to be worth it. But for now, this has been Lyiat with Ashes of Creation, and I will see you all next time. See you later, guys.